Hey, what's up everybody? This is your boy Neon Retro 3000 here, ready to give y'all another brand new Let's Play Final Fight for the Super NES, and this is brought to you by GameAnyone.com. So this game obviously thinks that I can read that fast, so I'm just gonna give y'all the gist of it. We have Mayor Mike Hager here, who receives an anonymous call from a gang saying that they have their daughter Jessica hostage and wants his cooperation in order for her to be safe. So he teams up with his buddy Cody. We don't have to see all that. Cody, who's also in the Street Fighter series, and well, Final Fight begins. So being that this is the SNES one, there are multiple ones. Well, there are two. One in specific and special that you can use where you can play as Guy, who also is a known Street Fighter character in the Alpha series. But I'm gonna play as Cody. Fun fact about this game was actually known to be Street Fighter before the actual Street Fighter came out. This was gonna be called Street Fighter 99. But instead it was called Final Fight in the US. I'm not sure if in Japan they called it Street Fighter still, but that'd be weird if you had two different Street Fighters. I understand this being Street Fighter because you're actually going around in the streets fighting off gangs. I feel like this should have been called Street Fighter, and Street Fighter should have been called Final Fight. But I digress. Hopefully this won't be too much of a hassle. I think I beat 2 and 3 no problem. I always have a problem playing the first one. I got so close one time and got so angry when I lost all that life for nothing. Now, mind you, although two different characters, I think Mike Hagar can give out more damage and Cody is just a little faster. Whereas in the other two, they're not in I think only Hagar's in the other two, and Cody, he's only in the first one. But he eventually starts to cameo in Street Fighter games, and he also cameos in the terrible Final Fight games, like for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. But I digress. I'm gonna try and get through this and whatnot. We're gonna get through this. I'll see if I can do like 2 levels per stage. I think there are 6 levels in this game. Oh man, not these guys. In my last beat 'em up, not similar to a Capcom beat 'em up, I said something about they're always in the 90s. They were always the big characters who were very strong or could breathe fire. Some of these characters have a huge resemblance of villains off of Streets of Rage. But you'll also see some of the villains in this game who portray other Street Fighter Alpha characters. There you go. Take that. The game will get harder, and I like that there's also like some bonus stages where you can destroy cars and all that good stuff. Depending on how long the video is, I might stop midway short. Oh, let's see if I can take care of this guy. Oh, really? Okay. Just gonna knock him out of the park. He always does that. He whistles and calls out a gang and then comes and jumps you after. Like seriously, there is no way of dodging that. Hold on. Sorry, hit the wrong button. Shoot. I did not mean for that to happen. Come on, buddy, let's do this. Let's dance. I hate when he does that. Like, seriously, fight your own oh, I hate these things. They throw these fire cocktails and they really give out a lot of damage. One thing I want to put out there is that this wasn't a highly recommended game. I thought that I would play this. It was either this or Captain Commando or Mega Man X. I wanted to do one Capcom game first for my first Super NES Let's Play. So just to like throw that out there. Oh, I thought that was something coming after me. This thing is actually very powerful if you know how to use it. One thing's for certain, you can't turn your back away from those guys, and I hate these characters a lot. I thought that they were women, but no, they're actually just incredibly skinny dudes. And these guys are even worse. They're very helpful, giving you weapons, but no, they're completely horrible. And I want my sword. Dang, I wasn't trying to jump. There we go. Oh, be wary that in I think almost every final fight there's always going to be an Andre Jr., an Andre Sr., and nothing really changes, just their clothes colors, the color of their clothes. So I'm going to be seeing a lot of him. And yes, they're all named Andre. Some are named Andor or Andre. I don't know, maybe they spelled Andre wrong. Even most of the villains have the same names. If this is anything like the guy off of Streets of Rage, he's gonna do that slide kick. And that's another thing I hate about these beat 'em ups, is that they do the same move set. A slide kick. Dagnabbit. There you go. Come on, dude, let's do this. Oh, a pizza. Might need that. Not gonna use it yet. Nope. Ah, darn you. Just gonna grab that for health insurance. Oh, shoot, they got me left and right. Might want to grab one of these knives. That's right, come get shanked. There we go. Yeah, see, Andor. I'm pretty sure that's the original Andre, but whatever. I think I've only seen him in the Street Fighter 2nd Impact and 3rd Strike games. Him and that girl, I forget her name. But she's also in the Final Fight series. I was wondering when the knife was going to go away. Oh shoot. There we go. Ooh, a pipe. There we go. And there's another Andre. Oh my gosh. He's a relentless one. Perfect. Nah, Sid. And El Gato. I think that's how it's said. Back off, guys. Fair warning. You won't like me when I'm angry. What's weird is they gave Cody like these special moves, like in the Street Fighter Alpha series, where he can control the wind, I think. But then they also gave him a shiv in most of the Street Fighter games, and he's always chased by the cops. I don't know his storyline, but I do know that Jessica is his girlfriend and whatnot, which is why he's reluctant on saving her. Looks like the train stopped. Like they did a number on it. Looks like the New York City subway trains. don't think I need that right now. Yeah, it's a turkey, a ham, chicken. I don't know. All I know is the food always looks good in a video game and an animation. But yeah, Capcom had its array of beat 'em ups: Captain Commando, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Marvel Superheroes, War of the Gems, the Super NES version, which I will also be playing. They did a lot of Marvel games before, and before that they did a lot of Disney games, which I mentioned in my Mega Man playthrough. So they had a few Western licenses under their names. I think we're about to get to the boss, which I think is Katana. Hey, Katana. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna grab his sword and run away before he does that to you. So, grab the sword, run. Oh! It's hard to grab the sword from him. Okay, so now that I have the sword, I can easily just keep slashing at him. Look at him. He's just gonna run in vain. Oh! Oh, shoot, that didn't work. And he's killing me, man. I tire of you, Katana. It worked before. I don't know. It's like a roll of the die sometimes, and there's no way of dodging that. That's what I hate. Oh, shoot. Ah, darn it. Oh, he's gone. Thank goodness. Okay, so we beat the subway park and then the slums. So I'm gonna stop the video here. Well, actually no, I will do the bonus. Break this car down. Oh shoot, let's go on the other side. Yeah. I feel sorry for the poor schmuck that got his car beaten to a pulp, and apparently it's in Japan. Yeah, perfect. Just the way I like it.
Oh my god.
Ah, serves you right. Now we're on the west side. So I'll stop the video here, and I will see y'all in part 2, where we will continue the game and try to save Jessica to the best of our abilities. So this is Neon Retro 3000 saying catch y'all in part 2 of Final Fight, and peace. Goodbye, everyone.